days after India rejected Beijing's objection to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Arunachal Pradesh, the Chinese military has yet again reiterated its claim over the Indian state. Now, the Chinese Defense Ministry has claimed that Arunachal Pradesh is an inherent part of China. China, of course, making these remarks in response to India's enhancement of its military readiness through the Sela Tunnel in Arunachal Pradesh. China, which claims Arunachal Pradesh is South Tibet, routinely objects to Indian leaders' visits to the state to highlight its claims. Beijing has also named the area as Xiangnan. Meanwhile, India has repeatedly rejected China's territorial claims over Arunachal Pradesh, asserting that the state is an integral part of the country. New Delhi has also dismissed Beijing's move to assign invented names to the area, saying it did not alter the reality. Gautam Mukherjee continues to be with us. Gautam, how do you react to China's statements on the Sela Tunnel and its inauguration?
Well, it's a fantasy that the Chinese, insist on pursuing. They got away with it in the 50s by capturing Xinjiang without any real protest from the rest of the world or India. They took Tibet not only without any protest from India, but with Indian cooperation. We fed Chinese rice while they were about it. And now they're claiming Arunachal, have been claiming for quite a while, as southern Tibet. Now, we are not revoking the One China policy support, but in effect, that is as fictional in its import as the Chinese propaganda move to try and take Arunachal or to claim Arunachal or, every time any Indian official of rank, let alone the Prime Minister, goes there. Now we've opened a tunnel, which is at 13,000 feet, a considerable engineering feat, and that will enable us to move troops and other strategic resources in double quick time. This is absolutely, fraudulent on the part of China and has been and will be continuously rejected by India. Uday.
Major Sudhakarji also joins us live. Major Sudhakarji, what do you read into Chinese comments and statements?
Excellent question. And I would say in my comment is that the whole world is alive to the reality in 21st century and the strategy which China is adopting for ages. This strategy is called as the three warfare strategy. It starts with the media, thereafter the PSY operations, and thereafter the legal or whichever. The sequence can change. This is a strategy which they have been adopting since I would say Tang Dynasty. The real size and shape of China way back in 10th century was that of Tang Dynasty. Everything else has been an add-on to China to include Xinjiang, like Gautam has brought out, Tibet, your Inner Mongolia, your Manchuria, your Yunnan province, name anything, Hong Kong, Macau, everything has been added on. And these are all basically giving a very conceptual framework to the traditional belief and historical practices of China. That is to keep your neighbor subdued and keep it under pressure so as to ensure internal stability. Today, China is fraught with huge amount of destabilization activity. Talk in terms of the economy inside the China itself. The property business has gone absolutely disastrous, and all the verticals are collapsing like pack of cards, one after another. Their technical behemoths are under siege. And so is the economy. It is not actually posted with 5% GDP as forecasted earlier. So therefore, what I'm saying is it is gone into a huge amount of debt to GDP ratio. And we know the problems which are occurring as far as the corruption and the PLA is concerned and plan is concerned. They are behind schedule as far as the modernization. Therefore, they will continue to exert pressure on things like this, which is well known to them that Arunachal Pradesh, which they call as Southern Tibet, has been, will be, and it is an integral, inseparable part of India. It cannot be taken by a pipe dream or by a daydream either. So therefore, it is safe to actually conclude that wisdom would lie in China by taking up the issue in a much more mature manner, bring peace and harmony, restore the protocols which they have disregarded and discounted, which were very, very painfully, which were actually formulated over a period of 40 years, and reconsider the approach which they are adopting. Because the same approach, anything which is belligerent in nature is going to come back and blow back on the face of Chinese sooner or later. So it is actually going to be wise on the part of the Chinese to keep their homeland safe and secure and stable, that they maintain good relationship with all the neighbors, especially with India. Back to you, Uday.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.